Words cannot describe how happy I am about today. It's Green Day, Barrowlands Park, and it's the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to everybody in the USA. Well, anti-Independence Day here, so look at this weather. Ugh. Could have been better, but we're not going to let that dampen our spirits, as this and Transmit are this year's official replacements for this year's Tea in the Park. So I'm just getting ready right now. It's quite early from what I'd usually go up to gigs in, but because the arena opens at 2, we're going to get there nice and early, get something to eat, probably meet a few folk, and I'll see you when we get there. So, after a rather stressful couple of bus journeys up here to Glasgow, we finally made it. The rain's kind of died down a little bit, but that doesn't change the fact it's still looking pretty miserable. But after all, this is festival season anyway, and since Tea in the Park was a lot like this, I'm not surprised. So we're just on our way to Rosie's right now, who lives at Blackfriars Road, who we were at last year for a Glasgow summer session. So it's going to be very much a repeat performance of that today, which was Noel Gallagher and Biffy and Fall Out Boy. So I'll see you when I get there. So I'm at Rosie and Jay's, Fraser sisters and our best friends, who, if you might recognise, if you've ever seen my Glasgow Summer Sessions 2016 vlog, was the house we went to last year when we stayed overnight. But so we just received word about half an hour ago that due to the stage being unstable, the half the PA not there, and health and safety failing spectacularly, the gig has been cancelled. So we're still in the flat at the minute, trying to figure out what's happening and what exactly it means and all. And I'm just waiting. I'm hoping that something will get announced soon, because a similar thing happened 2 years ago when Dave Grohl broke his leg for the Foo Fighters shows, and they were meant to play Wembley Stadium, they were meant to be playing Murrayfield and all that. But what happened then was the gigs got rescheduled, but that was after that everyone got refunded and that, so it was a little bit stupid. But anyway, we don't know if that's going to happen. Their last tour date for this European tour is on Friday the 7th of July, which is the Mad Cool Festival in Spain. And then the US tour, which is the stadium tour, doing with Catfish and the Bottlemen, who we're also seeing this Saturday, that's not going to be starting until the 1st of August, so there's a little bit of time between them. We're going to see if they may reschedule something then, but it's looking highly doubtful, because it's said just now the tickets are being refunded. So that's just gutting. Like half an hour before the gates are meant to open, that happens. Like, people have queued for ages, people have got days off work, people have made the effort. I just can't believe it. I'm gutted. It does not even begin to cover how I'm feeling just now. So we'll just have to wait and see. And if it's my last video for this vlog, then you'll understand why. And until then, I'll probably see it transmit. So, after all that malarkey, it looks like we're going to a gig tonight after all. Slaves are announcing an intimate gig at the ABC2 on Stocky Hall Street. So, my brother's just got us 3 tickets to that. So, they were tenner each, and we're going to go up to that later. I still have Rosie and Fraser with me. So, we're just going to Tingle right now, because that's where a lot of people are meeting for like free pizza and a few Green Day tunes as well. Let's just hope they've taken out the tables as well, so we can have a big old mosh. So I'm on my way back up to Stocky Hall Street. So Slaves have announced an impromptu gig for tonight at the ABC2, as I said earlier, and we're just going to head up there just now. Chris and Sean are on their way up. They were doing other things today. So either way, we're going to have a good gig tonight, and we'll see. Might have a few good surprises in there. I'm so excited. We are in Spoons, and we found Christopher and we have found Sean, and ABC's just across the road. We're about to go in. There's a few people in the queue right now, but since Christopher's got tickets on his phone, we need to wait for him. So we'll see you guys when we get in there.
still time, and they're done pumping poison into your mind. Now you're a slave to their every command. You can start to talk, but they have cut out your tongue. How will you fight back with no hands, my friend? Models are broken, so you don't run. No one's gonna help you, gotta do it for yourself. Okay? You are not stuck in traffic. You are traffic. No! Throw all of your beats into the back of the bar and now you're leaving in a drop of rain. Please don't kill yourself from behind that steering wheel. 'Cause I don't really know who I am without you and keep it real. Come on. Please don't kill yourself from behind that steering wheel. 'Cause I don't really know who I am without you and keep it real.
Jesus Christ, that was brutal. Oh my God. Oh. Anyway, we're just going for a pint with this guy Renfrew from ICW, so I'll catch you a little bit later on, but that was an amazing end to the day. Catch you then.
She's figured out all the dots with someone else's point of view. Enough this time, despite the silence with the grip of something. Are you loving the world that's been like no? Are you feeling like the social turn?
So that was a day and a half and I couldn't believe it. We just spent literally the last couple of hours before we got the last bus after Slaves. We basically went on a few pubs in Soggy Hall Street and clubs and stuff. And that's when we did that open mic thing. And Ross from Father Son was working there, so that was really, really cool. So we went him and we got the guy from ICW and he was pretty cool as well. And it was okay, but by the time it got to midnight I was extremely exhausted, as you can tell right now. So I've pretty much had a day and a half. So what can I say? Green Day being cancelled was shit, but at least they're working on trying to reschedule it. So basically what happened, if I hadn't told this earlier on the vlog, so basically PCL, the promoter who was doing it, they apparently they started constructing the stage at 6 o'clock in the morning, which is exactly the time the heavy rain started, and they were trying to work through it, and no wonder the stage was sinking. They couldn't even get half the stuff up. As I said earlier, half the PA was missing, so they couldn't get that up. And then it got to the point where all the health and safety checks failed, so they basically just had to pull the plug. Anyway, but to anybody who thinks, and I think you've probably seen this on the Instagram post, so that anybody who thinks that Transmit's going to go down the same way can think again. They put a post on today that the main stage for that is already up and is ready for the shows on the 7th, 8th and 9th. So anybody watching this before then will know, don't worry, it's definitely going ahead. So don't worry about that. But anyway, on to the rest of the night. So after we heard the gig got cancelled, we went to the social, had a few drinks there, and then we went to Tingle Bar because they were playing Green Day tunes all day, had a couple of pizzas and they were pretty good. And then at the social, I think I already told this, Slaves announced an intimate gig at O2 ABC, the ABC2, which is the club lounge, onto the place along with the main hall. And we were like, got 3 tickets, 10 tickets each. You booked them through the internet confirmation, and you got into the gig. So that was pretty good. But I tell you what, oh my god. So I thought the Barrowlands was going to be their most mental show to date. It was far from it. This is probably the last intimate show they're ever going to do in my eyes. So they went on, and literally, if you ever go in the O2 ABC2 and if it's full to capacity, it's literally like a sauna, like. And because of how mental it was, everyone was absolutely dripping. It was worse than the SCCC for like Catfish and stuff. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, so hot. But anyway, we had water and all that, and everybody was friendly, so couldn't complain. Although I much rather wanted Green Day to turn up. I was anticipating it for most of the night, although they never showed. Although there was only one Green Day reference throughout the whole time Slaves were on stage, and that's when Laurie just started playing Longview, but everyone was like, nah, we're Slaves. But anyway, if Green Day was anything to go by, Green Day was run by PCL, and for the record, Transmit's been run by DFC, who ran Tea in the Park every year, so they're more than prepared for this, where PCL just tried to put a half-hearted thing together, and to me it just didn't work out. So I really hope that people get compensation from this and they get what they deserve, because to be honest, PCL really need to pay the price for this. So I'm not like this, that's how annoyed I am. But anyway, onwards and upwards to Transmit, and I will see you guys then in a couple of days time. Good night.